Hi guys, this is episode 18 in 30 days to get rich, and in this episode I'm going to be covering freelance writing. So the first thing you're going to want to do if you want to do freelance writing is to open a Fiverr or an Upwork account. Why should you pick these ones? Because these are service-based apps, Fiverr and Upwork, and this is what their main thing are meant to do, teaching people how to do stuff or selling or charging people for a service that you are giving to them. And right now we're going to be talking about writing blogs, managing social media, or writing articles. So how to do this yourself? Here is step one. What is your niche? So first you're going to want to pick a topic that you know well enough that you can write articles about, or you don't even need to know the topic that well, as long as you can do some quick research on it. You really just need to be good with grammar and know how to write well. Otherwise, you're going to get fired pretty quickly because you're turning in crappy work. So you really want to make sure for this step, you want to make sure you know what you're talking about and you are good at writing. Now, up for step two, writing sample pieces. So you should write a couple of paragraphs out of topics you would like to write more about. This way you can show them to the people that you would like to get work from, and this way they will know you are a competent writer and they will be able to trust you and to hire you to get to do more work for them. Step three, create a portfolio. So you can use a free app like Canva or Carrd. I know Carrd is a really good one for you to use. Some people, I think it says you have to be more than over 18 to sign up, so you can just have your parents sign into this for you, and then you can use it freely because it is a free app. So put your work on there, and then you can send the link to other people, and then they'll be able to look at it, and then they'll know if they can trust you or not. So now step four is finding work. You're going to need to directly message blogs or business owners or apply for jobs on Fiverr or Upwork. All these kind of things are ways that you have to make money. You really have to put in the work if you want to get these jobs. So now step five is you've done the work, you've done the stuff, but how are you going to get paid? This step is about invoices. So in order to get paid, you're going to need an invoice. It's got to say what you've done. It's got to have what you've done. Otherwise, people are going to kick your butt and say, nah, we're not going to pay you for something you didn't do. You have to document it. Or, because if you don't document it, you could just turn in the work and then they'll be like, well, we didn't have to pay you because you didn't send us something. So once you've written your content, you need to make sure you got to read through it, make sure there aren't any typos, make sure it's readable and it makes sense. It's always a good idea to ask a friend to read it over for you, ask them for advice, ask them what it thinks, and then you should also read it out loud to yourself, because then you realize a bunch of the things that you didn't notice when you were writing it down in your head because you already knew what you're going to say. When you read it out loud, you can catch all of those mistakes that you might have written. So then once you're done, you can use the app. I would use PayPal. So you just turn in your work through it and you send that to the person for your invoice so that you get paid. So the financial impact. So what is the financial impact of doing freelance work? With this is a really nice thing to do because you really get to decide how much money you are making from this. Because not only do you get to decide how much they're going to pay you, you also get to decide how many clients you get by how hard you try to get them, for how many jobs you apply for, and how many businesses you reach out to. And another great thing about this is it always ramps up. It always ramps up year after year, with beginning freelancers making about $30,000 a year, and 3-year freelancers making up to $100,000 a year. So if you really put in the work into this, you could make it into a full-time business. And this will also increase your confidence after doing this as a teenager. It'll make you feel like you really are a competent person and you are a professional. You work hard and you can make money just like anyone twice your age can do. And especially if you do this before 18 and you might want to pick might choose a different career after this, you have this to put on your resume and your portfolio. And it will help other business to trust you and believe that you can get work done, and they'll be able to trust you to get it done. And here's a good tip for this. If you are under 18 and you want to start freelance writing, for people to sign contracts with you, since you're under the legal age, sign a contract, people won't always trust you to get it done. So a lot of times you can use your parents for this, to have co-sign the agreement for you so that people will be able to trust you and have a peace of mind when you work. And then a great thing to do also, you can charge classmates to write essays for them. It's a good way to make some extra cash. So anyway, if you like these videos, these are the kind of things you like, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. We're going to have one of these videos coming out every day from May 1st to the end of June, and we'll come out with more after that, but we will be on summer vacation, so it might be a little bit before we start coming out with videos again, but do not worry because trust me, they will come.